Hello, everybody. This is BK International Talent Scout coming to you with Spotlight PSAs and information about cool things happening in the Pacific Northwest, across the USA and the UK. So, this Thursday, you guys, I'm interviewing Tracy Oden, owner of Residence Event Management. Resonance is a platform where artists, brands, and communities come together to create something extraordinary. So I will be interviewing Tracy Oden, oh, who is the owner of Resonance Event Management. Feel the vibe, join the group. She is part owner of Columba, which is the number one Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute band in the nation. She's also doing event booking and management for the original Tony band with lead singer Amar Khalil. So I'm going to be interviewing her on Thursday. She's going to be live at Rainier Avenue Radio Studios in the Columbia City Theater. It's going to be a fun 30-minute interview. Hey everybody, RH Boyd back to school. Best wishes to students, parents, and educators on the exciting new school year. Award winning, reliable, fast, get internet today with the Sound. I just want to give a shout out to Anis Duckworth, who ran for District 2. I just want to give a shout out to him, always open to doing an interview with him. I think he's a great guy. He's going to do some great things in Seattle. So we always going to give a shout out to Anis Duckworth, who ran for city council. He was endorsed by the Seattle Times. This is what he stands for. I want to work he wanted to work with District 2. He wanted to end gun violence. He wanted to house the unsheltered, build housing for people can afford. And he wanted to stop people from speeding, protect our rights, and protect our freedom. Anis Duckworth, we giving you a shout out, man. Thanks for running for uh, District 2 City Council. Hey, guess what, you guys? I got TSA pre check. So that means no need to remove my shoes, my laptop, or my liquids, my belt, or my light jacket. I will be getting through the line within 10 minutes. I will enjoy the TSA pre check in over 200 airports across the nation. So, yeah, guys, I got TSA pre check now. Oh man, let's talk about these guys. Reggae Night at Columbia City. You'll hear about this group, Dub Lounge International. They are a reggae band. They did a special concert over the holidays for Seafair. Dub One Reggae Band. They were at Columbia City Theater, home of Rainier Avenue Radio. Let's see what's going on, you guys. One Love Fest happened last month, and we just want to give a shout out to the people that were a part of One Love Fest, World's Love Festival. Also, Jefferson Jumpstart Down North. Jefferson Jumpstart featured a group called Down North. All right. We want to give a shout out to Alexis Mercedes. She wants to unite Seattle. She sits on the Seattle City Council. She wants to be reelected. I think she does a great job. She's really cool. She's fighting for families, communities, and rights. Alexis Unite Seattle. All Democratic groups support her. Unions support her. Advocates for safe communities support her. Organizations fighting for our rights support her. The MLK Labor Group supports her. Alliance for Gun Responsibility supports her. Mom Demands Actions Gun Sense candidate. And she's also endorsed by a number of other groups. Okay, everybody, the Soul Cafe Awards are coming up. The Soul Cafe Awards are coming up on September 13th at the Royal Esquire Club. I'm nominated for Radio MC Host of the Year. I don't know if I'm going to win, but I'm nominated. So come out and see me be nominated. I'm not sure I'm going to win. I got 2 tickets. So I'm going to be there. I'll be there with family and friends on September 13th, the Soul Cafe Awards at the Royal Esquire Club. They got 22 categories: Comedian of the Year, Gospel Artist of the Year, Female Male Vocalist of the Year, Business Nonprofit of the Year, Radio MC Host of the Year. That's the category I'm in. I've been nominated. What an honor. I found out fully that I was nominated at the Barfield Family Picnic Gathering. At that event, our cousin, we walked the full property. She showed us all the stories. My cousin Zena told my daughter Kayla, your dad was nominated for Radio MC Host of the Year. My daughter goes, did you know that? I said, yeah, I think somebody called me about some nominations, but they never called me back. So my daughter informed me. She was happy. Everybody was happy. It was good to sit down with Zena and Ebony, my cousin, and hanging out with my people. You guys know Tish is my cousin, so I gotta support all her events. Tish is nominated for Promoter of the Year. Tish gotta win. Tish has to win. I don't gotta win, but Tish, she works hard in Columbia City. She's over Beat Walk. She has an event coming up at the Royal Room called Stay Vacation, a tribute concert to Sade. So I'm supposed to go to that. My best friend Sheila's going to that. Some of my family and friends are going to the staycation at the Royal Room. I think it's August 30th. Look it up. Support Tish. Anytime you see Tish doing something. Now, this is how I know Tish is a hard worker. Because I see my cousin putting up signs for the beat walk by herself. She is a go-getter. Next time, maybe I need to be out there helping her put up the signs, right? I gotta support family. So it was good. I seen Tish's mom, Linda. She was laughing. She said, give me a hug. She said, I know I'm gonna see you on Facebook because you always posting on Facebook. So I got a whole bunch of people that be checking out my Facebook posts. That's why Sheila, my advisor, she won't let me post anything on Facebook that's not worded right, spelled right. She won't just let me say any old thing on Facebook. Sheila's my advisor. We've been friends since 3rd grade. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Erica Evans, who ran for city attorney, experienced the deliverables, justice, the position, Erica Evans. We want to give a shout out to Better Outcomes for Everyone, Donnie Foster. She ran for city council. Okay, you guys, this is wow. This right here. This is wow. Now uh Bruce Harrell, that's my guy. Bruce Harrell, that's my guy. He went to school with my brother at Eckstein. He went to Garfield, played football. Then he went to the UW. He was a part of the Rose Bowl championship team with Roberto and a whole bunch of other people. So Bruce Harold, he's a vanguard. He's an old hero. Now let me tell you a story about Bruce Harold. So Bruce Harold was a legislative assistant for the city of Seattle. So one of my first summer jobs, I worked a summer job for the Department of Licensing and Affairs. I used to sit right outside of Regina Glenn's office. That was my boss. So on Friday, she arranged for me to eat lunch with Bruce Harold on Fridays in the city council chamber. So every Friday, I used to go hang out with Bruce. He'd take me up there. Bruce would take me to city council meetings. He took me behind the scenes. He wanted me to be well acquainted with how city council works. Also, my auntie Lynn was working for the city council. She was a legislative assistant for the city council too, my auntie Lynn. So I know all about city council. And so Mayor Bruce Harold is running for mayor. He is in a tough race. He is in a tough race, you guys. So I want my guy to win. I want my guy to win. Okay? But his challenger, Katie Wilson, is giving Bruce Harold a run for the money. Okay, Bruce, you got to pull out all the stops. You got to pull out all the stops. Okay, so Katie Wilson sends out a mailer, right? This is your city council. This is your city. Vote for Wilson by choice. Katie Wilson says she's endorsed by every local Democrat organization, coalition builder who leads effective skilled teams, won nation's highest minimum wage in King County cities, fought for social housing approved by city voters, led on passing jump start tax to fund vital services, won renter protection in 8 different cities, 14-year record of delivering results for working families, fresh leadership for the city of Seattle. That's who Katie Wilson is. Now she's trying to say Bruce Harold, no endorsements from local Democrat organizations. Bruce Harold is supported and loved by Seattleites. Black, white, Asian. Bruce Harold is a winner. He's done a bang up job as the mayor of Seattle. He's bringing peace and safety to the streets of downtown Seattle. I love Bruce Harold. She said poor judgment in hiring led to fringes and resignations. I'm not agreeing with that either. Joined with big business to fight against social housing. I'm not going to agree with that. Diverted funds from Jumpstart tax for pet protection. Funded by landlords and billionaire developers. Bruce Harold is trying to bring the Sonics back to Seattle. I'm for Bruce Harold. Distracted by scandals and lawsuits for making progress. I ain't agreeing with that comment either. Bruce Harold, he's a good mayor. He's doing a good job. I went to I was in the accounting class with Mr. Harold, who's related to Bruce Harold. I worked for Bruce Harold mom for the Seattle Public Library. I'm a Bruce Harold fan. Vote for Bruce Harold. But Katie Wilson is giving Bruce Harold a run for the money. Claudia is a Democrat who ran for King County Executive. No, our guy Grandma, okay? He the one. I'm still going through PSA. Yes, I'm still going through PSAs. Let's see, I'm at 15 minutes, so I gotta hurry up. Okay, I'm gonna be doing some pretty cool interviews. So they did this really cool One Love Festival, back to school backpack thing in Othello Park last month. So we want to give a shout out to that, right? We want to give a shout out. A big day of play was last Saturday. I was out of town. I missed the big day of play. I'm sorry, my fault. I missed the big day of play because I was out of town at the Stellar Awards Celebration Week. Financially empowering your creative passion. That happened. Yeah, so man, there's always things in the city of Seattle. If you're creative, you can always apply for small Sparks grants for Department of Neighborhood. You can apply for grants for arts and culture. You can apply for grants for culture. Okay, evening farmers market, weekly evening farmers market at Pike Place Market. Check them out. It's never too early to create and be innovative. So, hey, if you want to do a youth business storefront, you can do that. Get involved. Let's see. Head to toe in red, we go walk and run, walk for sickle cell. September 6th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Seward Park. So look, everybody, they're going to be walking for sickle cell anemia. It's free admission. To get a t-shirt, $25. To get a sweatshirt is $40. To get a food band is $10. Register for full event details. Visit seattlesicklecellwalk.org. Man, I need to go. Man, you know what? A couple of my friends had sickle cell and they passed away, right? So I need to be like supporting this walk. So I got to do a reminder and try to do part of this walk. I need to get a t-shirt. I need to get a sweatshirt. I need to support this walk. Man, I got to remind myself. But look, the Soul Cafe Awards are coming up September 13th. Get on the TaylorMade Shuttle Gospel Shuttle Bus. TaylorMade Shuttle for you. Auxiliary cord, Bluetooth capabilities, neon underglow lights, plush leather interior, DVD, CD player, surround sound, and one large screen TV. Give TaylorMade a call. You can get on the shuttle bus to the Soul Cafe Awards. Just call 206-472-8453. Again, I'm nominated for Radio MC Host of the Year. I don't know if I'm going to win, but I'm going to be there, enjoy the moment, enjoy being nominated, and support whoever wins in every category because I love Seattle. I love the Pacific Northwest. The Soul Cafe Awards are like the Stellar Awards for the Pacific Northwest. It is produced by TaylorMade Sound. Zena, my cousins on the leadership team, Ebony, my cousin, they're all helping to make this event exciting. I want to see you there, right? I want to see you there. Who do I run to at the Stellar Awards? Mr. Percy Beatty himself. He walks into the host hotel. I'm talking on the phone to Net. I said, Net, Percy's here. I go, Percy, you got to talk to Net, because she's on the phone. Percy's doing business. Everybody's running up to him. He said, tell Net to hold on 1 second. He talks to Net. Net should have been at the Stellar Awards. Net should have been at the Stellar Awards. I'm gonna let her tell her own story why she didn't come. She should have been there, hanging out with her god brother, right? She should have been there. But Percy, I kept running into Percy. Percy's a great guy. He's full of love. Excellent songwriter. How do you know Percy Beatty? I met Percy Beatty through Joseph Edwards of Edwards Temple Church of God in Christ, who is good friends with Terry Cummings. Terry Cummings used to come to Edwards Temple every year to run a revival. What is your Percy Beatty famous story? I knew Percy Beatty and Steve Huff. The weekend that Washington State Mass Choir was recording, Got My Ticket in My Hand album. I was with Percy all weekend. These guys was getting ready to leave town. I'm in the car with Percy Beatty and Steve Huff. I say, no, you guys cannot leave town because you guys got to help out Troy Wright in the Washington State Mass Choir. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know Troy. We know Troy. Okay, man, we going to be there. So they did not leave town. I had to give them a reminder because they was trying to leave town. A lot of people don't know that backstory. I was giving Percy Beatty the reminder. Percy Beatty and Steve Huff, I reminded them that they were supposed to be doing something with Troy and the Washington State Mass Choir. See, it's what's happening behind the scenes that nobody know about. I know it happened because I was in the car and I spoke up for Troy Wright and Washington State Mass Choir. Them cats was getting ready to leave town. I said, you guys can't leave town. You got to support Troy Wright and Washington State Mass Choir. Nobody don't know that story, but that really happened, and I ain't lying. And I met Percy Beatty and Terry Cummings is because we all good friends with the Edwards, and we good friends with Joe Edwards. We've been knowing them since I was teenagers. Freddie Davis is my best friend who also went to Edwards Temple. Look, I ain't got to lie. That's a behind the scenes story. You got to know it's true. Sometimes people don't know. It be happening behind the scenes. People need to speak up for people behind the scenes. Okay. My girl Catherine, we was at the new I Am Radio brunch at the Host Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee. It was good to see you, Catherine Waters, and all your PSAs and commercials on the big screen. I love you, Catherine Waters. I'm always wishing you the best in your career. She gives 100%. Big shout out to my guy, Elton T. Jones. Look, he's a smooth jazz artist who did a full show at the Royal Room. I was trying my hardest to get to the Royal Room to see my friend's show, even if it wasn't but the last 30 minutes of his show. I did not make it to the Royal Room because my flight was delayed. I didn't get home till 12 o'clock midnight, so I totally missed the show. Well, it's 12 o'clock midnight from Nashville time. By the time I got home, I was too tired, man. I just went home. I'm giving a shout out to Russ Williams, the senior pastor for Christ the King Bible Fellowship in Federal Way, Washington. So, hey, everybody, that's like all, that's everything, right? Let me get back to this. Look, BK Presents Radio Podcast is aired on Rainier Avenue Radio 5 times a week. Mondays at 10:30, Fridays at 9 a.m., premiered 3 times on Sunday morning. My show is aired 3 times on Sunday morning, 8 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 12:30 p.m. Look, everybody, I'm working on a special project with the Department of Neighborhoods I'm working on a small Sparks grant to honor all the gospel announcers of KNHC C89 Radio Gospel Music Program. I'm working on a project to honor David Bowman and Eddie Jones for 30 years. Sacrifice services to the Pacific Northwest. Our interviewer, gospel historian Jackie Hardy, will be doing the interviews of Eddie Jones, David Bowman, and other people that had great experiences at C89 Gospel Radio Program. We working on it. Pray for me. Pray for me. But also, I'm getting ready to go to Nashville. You're going to hear more about that every single day. I'm doing a show tonight with my god sister, Net. She got to explain why she didn't come to Stellar Awards Week on her own. This is BK International Talent Scout. We are glad that you listened to this 27-minute show on PSA Spotlights. Hey, I'll see you next week. I interviewed Tracy on my radio show on Thursday. I'm going to be at some events this week. I love you, and we'll see you next week.